We sing, oh, 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 oh. We are no longer slaves, we are daughters and sons. We are no longer slaves, we are daughters and sons. And we have entered communion with the three-in-one. We are no longer slaves, we are daughters and sons. We sing, oh, redeemed our souls. No love is greater, no love is stronger. All eyes are on you, for you have redeemed our souls. You won't let go. You redeemed our souls. And into the light. He brought us out of the darkness and into the light.
East wind looking for west, but never found him. Gale wind looking for my past, but only found love. Heard about a sea where sin sinks like stones. There's no floor there, just mercy down below. You can run for all your days, but you'll never run away. There's no mistake I could make that could ever make you change your love. Heard about a man with holes in his hands. He can hide mountains of sin, and then his smile destroys my religion. His love shakes down my prison.
Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well, and welcome back to our live session again. So today is session five. So it has been day five since we have been running the live demo. Yesterday is there's a bit of glitch. I would say just want to apologize for that. The session wasn't run as well. It's about the BBMS, but nonetheless, I think in the future or in the days in the weeks to come, we'll do another session for that as well, just to learn you guys through the BBMS again. All right. So nonetheless, tonight our session will be on running a work class online. So I believe that all of you has been through a week and gearing up and preparing out for this week's parade, the online parade. And I hope you guys have been doing some kind of um, Zoom session with your NCOs, with your members, to at least get everyone on board again to do this online. So I noticed there's a few companies already planning for the virtual parade or the online parade per se. I see companies in Sarawak, companies in KL, companies in Selangor, in Johor. So it's very encouraging to see that. And I hope that this will inspire more people to come about and do this parade online. And so that we know that this can be done online as well, to have parade beyond borders. All right. So without further ado, let's start this session. If you have any questions, just feel free to put in the comments in the chat session. We are more than happy to share this or answer your question per se. So if you don't know yet, we have actually have a BB Online 12 weeks program Google Drive for your reference, that we have some resources inside there you can use. For example, Living in Jesus, running the Christian education classes. So there are slides in that insights there, and also there are also some of the word resources inside there as well. So let me go through with this folder quickly before I get our guest to speak about how to run the award classes in some particular award as well. So if you look at the home projects folder per se, inside there is a few resources for you to use. Things like 12 weeks body workout, be an awesome child challenge, topical video review, learn a new skills and get awarded new learning language that is study groups per se. All right, although this doesn't look much, but I hope that it will help you to a certain extent. So at the same time, you can also go to get resources and do things creatively, like virtual tours or virtual experiences. So we have done collect some of the links for you to refer to so that you can do the virtual tours with your members, or your members can do it by themselves and come to share with you during the parade itself. All right. So of course there's a lot of awards that you can take, can do online with your members. Awards like Target Awards, Target like Citizenship Awards, all those classes awards that you can run together with your members, like Christian education as well. So I think that is very straightforward and very direct, and that one we don't need to share too much on that. But if you need us to share on that as well, we can do it in another session. But today I want to bring your focus to, in particular, award that supposedly couldn't be done through online, but can be done online as well. Things like physical education, physical training. So you think that it cannot be run online? Actually, it can, to a certain extent, because physical training, the only difference that you can do is the track training, or track requirement, meaning that sprinting, running 400 meters per se. All right. But other than that, you can do other things like put up, sit up at home. Okay, so today we have one of our team members, Mr. Kevin Locke, to share with us on that, on how you can do PT at home as well. All right, without further ado, let me introduce you to um, Mr. Um, Calvin Locke. All right, to you, Kevin.
Hi everyone, if you all can hear me, give a thumbs up. So we'll just wait for a while and see whether can you all hear me.
Yep, I think the lag is still there. Uh, they only will hear you in a while. So that's the wonders of life.
Okay, uh, never mind. We will just continue the lesson so that when the everything has go smooth, they won't look at the screen and there will be an awkward silence. So without further ado, let me just share with you all what uh, we all have from the HQ. We have shared the mindset together that how we can run this one of the batch even in this period of quarantine and also even after April 14. Hopefully we are able to go back to the world and also that knowing that we are not able to run our activity because of the instruction from the ROS. So don't make it a point that we cannot run our session, but think a further step ahead that we can still do. So I will share with you all the lesson, not lesson, but the 12 weeks fitness challenge with you all on how you can do it in these 3 months in April to June. So physical activities, as we all know that is part of our core training in BB. So we would like to encourage you all to continue to work in this manner to keep yourself healthy, keep yourself fit as we want to look fit in today's time. So we know that in physical training batch, we need to have a pre-test. For that, we'll just leave it to the officers on how you want to carry it out. But from our side, we would recommend you all to have a Zoom call with your members and then just have a very quick half an hour of just have a pre-test with your members on certain tests that you want to test with them before they embark this journey. So in this challenge that we have come up with, Tabata workout challenge, body workout challenge, and also bring Sally up song challenge. So in these three component, these three challenge that we have come up with, you can actually build your fitness over this period of time if you follow through the instruction or the order that we suggest here for you all. Because we want in fitness, we want you all to improve on your cardiovascular, your flexibility, your body composition, muscular strength, and your endurance. And with these three challenge, if you carry out throughout these 3 months, you can actually achieve and improve your cardiovascular, your body composition, your muscular strength, and your endurance. Not so much on the flexibility, but flexibility during this period of time, make sure you warm up and use a lot of stretching before and after of this workout. Yeah. So do you all have any question? If you all have, you all can put up in the comment. All right. So of course, it will still be up to your captain, your officers, having to know that every companies run differently. But we will suggest that this is the way that officers you can do it. First, you make sure your members do it. So, for example, let me take for example a body workout plan challenge. If we refer to the schedule here, so as you can see, it is start off with a five push up, five left leg lift, 10 squat, 30 seconds of plank, and it increase over the period of 12 weeks. 12 weeks. So when they complete each day, maybe you can award them a certain point, and by the end of the 12 weeks, how many points that they have accumulated, you can just award them. And if officers you will still want to have the post test and see that whether they have improved over these 3 months of period or not, it is still can be carried out as well. All right. So of course, it will still be up to your captain, your officers, having to know that every company is run differently. But we will suggest that this is the way that officers you can do it. First, you make sure your members. So before I continue on, George, do you have anything you want to add on this?
Yeah, perhaps I can share that these are quite a useful tools. Things like Tabata, although it sounds like it's not part of the physical training batch or award requirement per se, but I think it's very interestingly whereby it provides the foundation for the members to easily get the PT badge at the end of the regime per se, because you guys have 12 weeks to train up the members, and you can do it and make it a challenge between the officers and the members to do together per se to for this workout, for this Tabata and the body workout challenge. And I think the reason why we put all the resource here is so that you can just easily go and check it out, and just download this PDF and use it directly as well. Yep. So I think Kevin has did a good job on this, and I hope that you guys find it useful and use it and give us feedback on that. Yep.
Yeah. So although this is for members to take up the challenge to gain their physical badge, but officers take this a challenge that you can do this with your members as well. Maybe you all can have a Zoom section and then one of you just play the video uh, through the online, and then you all follow through the action, the movement, and can encourage each other, because as you all know, sometimes when you do workout alone, it is very demotivating, and we need to motivate and inspire each other to continue on this journey, as we know that everything for workout is never easy. It takes a lot of work, as it is called workout. So officers, don't give up. Make sure you also take up the challenge and also do it with your members. Over to you, Judge.
All right. So thank you, Kevin, for sharing. So today's session will be a very uh, quick session by itself. So the idea is that we want to challenge you guys as a company to think outside the box in doing all the awards per se. The awards is there not to make it as a challenge or preparation or a classroom academics or subject per se. I think we want to take away the mindset of being a teacher as an officer to more being a facilitator. All right. So the idea is that you don't need to prepare as much, but get your NCOs to prepare that and do that materials, resources, whatever that is necessary. Because we at the same time we are actually training the NCOs to do that. So if you say is that your NCO, there are not much NCO there is in your company, but I'm sure that there bound to be two or three NCOs in your company that you can use them or get them to be trained up to be future officers, to be future teachers, to be future facilitators for the awards batch. So the idea is to build up people, using this time, and this is the time that is so in tune with the new generation. They are able to use this technology, and it is in their game per se, um, to do that. So I'll really want to challenge you officers, challenge you guys to really equip the NCOs using these programs. Just try it out and give it to them and tell them, go and do, and you as officer do the facilitation and guidance per se. Then it will be easy. Then with that, besides PT, even drill you can do it, in that sense. Um, so even Drew will share more actually in the times to come, on the resources and get them to teach them and to guide them. All right, so I want to just really encourage you guys to switch yourself and go outside of the box in this time, because now is the situation. I think God gave us these circumstances, but not the COVID, but the circumstances whereby they want God us want us to grow as well in this ministry. So it's up to you guys, and you know what is best for your company and what are the members' capability, and is this time to find out. I would say, on what their capability is, in that sense. All right. So I think, if you have any questions, keep it going. And if you are, also encourage that Kelvin was talking about a point system. All right. So one of the company, that we will share with on Facebook later, a company of servant coaching, I believe, they have started this Centurion Challenge, which is very interesting, whereby they have a point system for their members to collect. But at the end of the day, the award might not be the badges, but it's for them to challenge things like cooking, physical training. They do planking. So all their officers are challenging each other, challenging the members to see who can do the longest planking, who can hold it on for 1 minute. It's so interesting. All right, so I think, that is something that you guys may follow, or you can reference on, in that manner. All right. So the idea is that think creatively, think outside the box to run the award classes. All right. And I believe that you guys can do that, in these 12 weeks. And our prime minister just extended another 14 days. So it gives you that extra chance to, stay at home, to figure out and get yourself, comfortable to do that, because we might never know in the future, maybe 10% or 20% of our parade is run online. And we talk about the days where, the parade is run on the weekdays. And this might be one of the solution to resolve that, in that sense, whereby we can provide the parade online to the members in the school. We never know. We never know. All right. So I think, today's our session will be quite quick and simple. All right. And I hope that this will provide you guys the insight on how to run your hour classes, in terms of the theory ones, and also, the physical ones, meaning that we can see face to face online. All right. And challenge them to do the physical training. Of course, there are some awards that, like, water adventure. Of course, if you can think outside the box, in I'm not sure how you can do that. I would challenge you guys. This is one of the batch that I hope to see that we can see and do it online on water adventure. I don't know how. I don't know, what are the methods, but I want to put this challenge out to the company to come up with a solution to do this online without meeting up face to face, then I will be very impressed. I would love to know your solution as well. All right. So I think without further ado, today's session will be very quick and short. If you like what we what we share today, give a thumbs up, double thumbs up as well, and give double love. Okay, and we shall be ending this session soon. All right. So don't forget, tomorrow we have another session for you guys, especially the officers, not for the members. Tomorrow we have a session on ERS submission. Okay, on ERS submission. Sorry, wrong slide. Okay. On ERS submission, whereby I believe that a lot of you guys may have issue in submitting the ERS. So one of it is the unfamiliarity of it, because it has been done once a year only. But nonetheless, it's not Wednesday, it's Friday per se. Pardon me. On 27th of March, tomorrow, 8 p.m., same time, we'll see you guys online, and just check us out, and then we will go through it together. All right. So if you have any questions at the moment, just give a thumbs up. Ask it before we end this session in 5 minutes time. All right. So I'll leave the chat to here. So thank you, Kelvin, for tuning in tonight to help out with this session. And I think from HQ team, we hope to bring more resources and more sharing to you guys in the near future. So do bear with us and do give us feedback. Really, don't keep it to yourself. Sharing is caring. Let us know any feedbacks or any wish lists that you wish to have, so that we are able to help you and do this ministry together in the advancement of Christ's kingdom. All right. So without further ado, thank you, Calvin, and we'll end the session for tonight. All right. Okay. Thanks, Calvin.
Yeah, most welcome. Enjoy your night.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys very much for the session. See you guys tomorrow. All right. So I've changed the poster. Remember, it's tomorrow on the Friday at 8 p.m. for ERS submission. All right. Thank you guys very much, and have a wonderful night.
Oh, children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Oh, Jesus.